the Eclectic High Priestess. I am so grateful to be in this space with you today. I do have some messages for you today for the collective. If you feel like they resonate with you and you want to let us know, please feel free to do so in the comments or by liking and sharing this video. Also, subscribe to the channel so that you can come back for more. Any booking information, everything like that is in the description box below. Okay, y'all. So, Spirit is enhancing the power around you, okay? Bringing prominence, and we talked about this in other channeling, but there is something after so much struggle, okay? You almost accepted defeat. You almost accepted the space, the place where they said that you wanted, that you needed to be. The place that they tried to force you to be in. You almost accepted it. But there's a Cinderella story unfolding, okay? And I mean down to the details, okay? To the past father or family member who left you something that should have kept you safe, that should have kept you above harm. Okay, I'm back. No stress, no stress. Okay, so I have another challenge for y'all right after this, and maybe it's taking over. They are heated. My phone keeps overheating. They are heated that you have stepped into your power and that things are changing for you. That you have the Midas touch now. That every move you make and every decision you make is changing your life for the better right now. Okay, everything that you have put your hand on has succeeded. Everything that is up, and I'm just hearing the hand of God is up on you. Okay, and whatever they try to manipulate, there is a change. And I'm hearing exchange. Okay, so whatever exchanges they try to force up on you, energy exchanges, I'm hearing whatever energy exchanges they try to force up on you and make you accept is now being turned on them. Okay, all right. So what do I mean by that? Cinderella story. The stepmother and the stepsisters tried to exchange energy with Cinderella. They tried to trade their positions for hers. What was Cinderella's position? She was an heir. She was a princess. She had inherited lands. She had inherited homes. She had inherited status. Okay, status. Okay. Now just think about that. Princes who are set to become kings do not go into communities and random communities looking for their bride unless you come to America, right? But in general, princes are sent to other families who are well off or who have prominence, so that when they marry, they can join the power of the families. Okay, so this is what Cinderella had up on her. Okay, this was on her spirit. This was her inheritance. All right, she was not supposed to be a housekeeper or a housemaid to anybody else. She was not supposed to be in rags. She was not supposed to be beat down. She was not supposed to feel less than. But this is what the mother, the stepmother, and the stepsisters tried to place up on her. Okay, it's important in this situation to note that not only were they envious of what was left to her, but they tried to steal it. They tried to steal it by belittling her, by deteriorating her sense of self, by making her feel less than. Okay, they put her in a position where she felt less than. She was literally at their whim. Okay, she was under a spell. A domination spell she was under, so that they could control her inheritance, so they could have the things that were meant for her and left for her. This is a true Cinderella story. They were green with envy. Green with envy, okay? For some of you, someone has green eyes. I just heard Toby's lyric. It's not just because your eyes is green as celery. You asking if I'm the one, I say, hell, you better be. Okay. But anyway, but there's something about being green with envy. Okay. And patience. Okay. And see, temperance would mean that all throughout this, you've maintained a sense of humility. Okay. You didn't feel the need to be in an about what was happening. Okay, you may have even been so far under this, you handled this whole situation with grace. Okay, handled it with grace. All right, with the patience card here, this tells me that um that there was something that was planted. Someone said something to you, you had an interaction of some sort. In the Cinderella story, she ended up being convinced by her familiars, the mice, the birds, and everybody, that she was gonna go to this ball. Okay, and so she went. So there was some type of seed planted by your angels, by the people around you, by whoever, whatever agents God sent to you. The seed has been planted. The truth is now visible to you about who you are and what was meant for you. Okay, yeah, sacrifice. You've been, okay, so here it is. Someone tried to sacrifice you, take you out of the picture. Now, whatever that means, if that means that there was some priest somewhere sacrificing your energy, if there was somebody putting you in bottles and digging in graves and stuff, trying to overpower you or dominate your energy, whatever it means in this situation, whatever sacrifice means in this situation, but they wanted to do it to you. Okay, winter solstice, they wanted to shut you out into the cold. They wanted your reflection, they wanted your perception to be that. I'm sorry, y'all, but this dude just got across, his whole ass was out, sorry, of his pants, and it's just disgusting because he's trying to get my attention. Ew. Anyway, he wanted your perception to be cold. They wanted your perception to be, they wanted your energy to feel desolate. That there was, they wanted you to feel shut out. Okay, they wanted you to feel shut out. But something happened while you were in this space. Okay, remember, Cinderella was by herself, sad, up in them rooms, in that basement with them brooms and them mice and stuff. She was sad. And then the familiars came to her to help her change her perspective, to let her know, well, you can go, we can we can make a dress for you, and we can actually do this and we can do that, we can help you, and you can go to that ball. So somebody is coming around you and planting these seeds to help you see yourself. It could even be your your inner self. Okay, your inner self can also be saying, but what if you did go to the ball, right? So your inner self is changing its perspective. All right, vigilance. Yeah, so stone people, something about your ancestors, something about your ancestors watching over you very closely. Okay, they're safeguarding you in this period because they're tired. Okay, they're tired. Breach of contract. They're saying whatever this is that you may have agreed to or come to believe about yourself, about your life, about your destiny, they said no. They're not going to allow you to accept that contract. They're letting you breach it. Okay. Okay, so I'm also seeing, breach, feet first, or a bottom first birth. I do feel like you're gonna come out of this situation, out of this journey, you're gonna land on your feet. So it's like feet first. Feet first would mean that you're gonna be planted firmly from the jump. So as you step out of this, what you step into is firm and stable. It's secure. Okay, just like Cinderella, she attracted a prince. She attracted a prince, and she stepped into ruling a kingdom. So it was stable. Okay, it was stable and secure already. So she landed feet first in a very favorable position. I'm sorry, y'all can't speak. Let me get one more card for y'all from this deck. Dreamtime creation. See, it was the existence, the life of her dreams, something she can only have imagined. But her and her imagination, her and her highest self, her spirit guides, her familiars around her, helped to formulate this, and even ancestors, because they all up in there. Look at that, they in there, they in this corner up here. So this is something that you all collaborated on. People around you have been attempting to make you believe that whatever you were aspiring to do, or even just dreaming up in your mind, in your spirit, they were attempting to convince you that it was a falsity. that it was a falsity, that you were just in la la land, but that's not true. What you were doing by seeing that, by thinking those things, you were actually planting the seeds for this to manifest for you, okay? You were seeing your destiny. You were seeing your destiny. You were tapping into your Akashic record. You were getting the directions that you needed to make movement happen, okay? To make movement happen. What else, Spirit, what else do you want to say? What else do you want to tell us about this Cinderella story? Rags to riches is the Cinderella story, but it's not just rags to riches, meaning she was never meant to be in rags. She was never meant to be struggling and poor and at anybody else's mercy. She was never meant to be that. So it's really one of those things that the rags part was really just an illusion, right? It was really just an illusion. The answers you need are coming, okay? Full moon in Gemini. So yeah, so whatever perspective that you need in this situation, if you haven't already come to this perspective, it's on its way to be like, psh, 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 psh. Here you go, wake up to your new reality. Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to reality. I tried to wake you, but you were so peaceful, sleeping in your fallacy, okay? So there's something there where like you had accepted it. You had accepted whatever this was. You accepted defeat somehow, okay? But your ancestors are like, good morning, sunshine. Welcome to reality. And it's a good reality. It's a beautiful reality. 1122 I just saw. All right? So right now they're about to be given to you. You're about to be given to. All things that have always been yours, okay? Regardless, you know, take that how you want to take it. But all things that have always been yours, you are about to receive. You're about to be gifted. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Yeah. Okay. So if you have any insecurities, if you're still working through doubt, anxiety, fear, surrender it. Surrender it. Okay. And I'm also hearing too, there's something that you want to do or that you need to do. You're scared to do it. You got to do it scared. You got to do it scared. You know, as soon as you do it, okay, as soon as you do it, your fears will be put to ease. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So a lot of new moon energy. So there you go. So after this communication comes with the full moon in Gemini, right? Or not currently, but on the card. Once this full moon brings the answers to help you close out whatever old perceptions, ideals, whatever old paradigm you've been living in, there will be this fear energy about what's next, what's to come, what's true, what's not. I've been tricked before type of energy, right? And Spirit is telling you don't give into it. Overcome it. Take a step even though you feel afraid. Cinderella was still insecure. She was still uncomfortable getting into that gown and showing up at that ball. And think about that. When that clock struck, she ran like her life depended on it, okay? Because she wasn't aware that all of the juju and magic and everything that was up on her wasn't even necessary. Look what we got. We got acceptance, okay? We got acceptance. Again, accept who you are. Accept what has been shown to you. She ran up out of there because she didn't want the rags or whatever struggle she believed was her true self, her true destiny. She didn't want that to be seen. But the gag is nobody saw her that way. Everybody who came into contact with her saw her as exactly who she was. As exactly who she was. The expansive being that she was. All right? The intuitive that she was. We got expansion and perception here. They saw her. We also got creation here at the bottom again. A lot of creation energy here. Abundance right behind that. Look at that. They saw this. That people around you already have been seeing this. But there was a specific agenda by some other groups, by some other energy, spirits, beings, whatever, principalities that wanted to keep you in a fallacy. A storyline that wasn't true to you. That had no place in your book of life. That somebody probably tried to write into your Akashic records. Okay? It's a fallacy. And Spirit wants you to know that. They don't want you to fall into that, okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go through over here and get this another card. Cinderella story. What else do you want us to know? The wise woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. The wise woman of Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. That's significant to this story, so I'm just going to leave it at that. It's significant to this story. The wise woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. Remember I was talking about going down that rabbit hole in the previous channeling? Going down the rabbit hole. You don't have to go down the rabbit hole. Don't go. Everything you need is right here on the surface for you. You know what I mean? And I know that's kind of like not necessarily in alignment with what a lot of teachings are saying, but it's saying you really don't have to go. As a matter of fact, you digging deeper is gonna create another storyline where you have to stay in a seeking energy. Don't stay in the seeking energy. You're not in a seeking energy. You're aware of what you need to be aware of, and now you're in a what is it? You're in a brick lane. You're in a foundation lane energy at this point. You may have not caught up with that, like your consciousness may have not caught up with that, but that's where you are. That's where you are, Cinderella. Stepping stones. So just one step at a time. Don't worry too much about what's next. Listen to the communication that's coming to you. Pay attention to the words and actions that people take against you or surround you, because you're at the head of the pack. We got the head of the pack right here. Head of the pack. You have a will to win. Maintain that will to win. And then you have Saturn here, which is the world, okay? So there's definitely a brand new structure being built, a brand new paradigm being built. And it's all because you follow your intuition. You follow those nudges about what you deserve and who you truly are, who you were before you let yourself be convinced that you were nothing. Okay? All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's get some real good detail about this. We got leech energy. That's the mom and the stepsisters, okay? Mom and stepsisters leeching off of your energy. And then I just saw legacy. They wanted your legacy. They tried to steal your legacy. Contracts. Yep, see? Contracts, creativity. They want all the things that you are. The ability that you have to birth things into reality. The ability that you have to attract beneficial connections, okay? You know, see, he or she is mine. Someone wants to own that power that you have to magnetize the things that you want to yourself, okay? Somebody wants to be able to have that. They want to own it. They want to strip it from you. Yep, see, legacy came back out. I saw it, and then it came back out. So, there is something here. Someone could have already tried to steal your idea, try to steal something that's supposed to be a part of your legacy, whether that's land, whether that's a relationship. Somebody actually, I'm hearing that somebody actually could have been a stepsister, could have been a stepmama, could have been your real mama, who is an evil stepmom in real life, right? This person actually tried to sleep with your partner or did sleep with your partner in hopes to either get pregnant and try to steal the legacy that y'all were supposed to build. So they wanted to have a baby with this person so that they could be a part of the legacy, so that the legacy would become theirs, because they thought that it was that easy. The legacy doesn't happen without you. The legacy doesn't even come to being without you, okay? So they can steal the money, they can steal the partners, they can steal the land, the houses, the customers, the clients, the contracts, whatever. They can steal the ideas. But the fact of the matter is, the legacy begins with you. There's no combination of things, there's no spell, there's no formula that they can put out there that will help them get the legacy that you have, because you're not in it. You're a missing part of the potion. The potion is not complete. It is not going to work if you are not in it, okay? Hence the leech card. So be careful of once people have this realization, once people have the realization that you have to be there, that they can't get rid of you and have the legacy, be careful of people attempting to leech onto you, okay, and connect to you so that they can be a part of what you have and what you build, okay? All right, so let's see what else we got here. Okay, I think I already did all of that. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about this Cinderella story? nail technician. Okay, so that could be significant to somebody. PC time. Okay, somebody feels like they're behind the power curve. So, PC time. It's supposed to be CP time, but I hope PC time. But just now I said, wow. Someone feels like they're behind the power curve. PC time. Somebody thinks they're behind the power curve. They're in it. They're getting in too late. Okay. And I don't know if it's a tell tied to this nail technician or what. I just heard she popped up out of nowhere. Okay. So yeah, there's someone. This is talking about a specific person. This person is trying to make you late for something, trying to delay something for you. And this nail technician is probably could be the person. Nail technician. I'm also hearing it could be a beautician as well. But this nail tech definitely wanted to steal your destiny, or a partner of yours actually attempted to give your destiny to this person. So they could try to give this person your idea. Yeah, smug energy. Remember I said they were like, she just showed up. Who does she think she is? She just got in the picture. I'll be in here. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So this is some of the inner details. This is some of the inner details of your Cinderella story, okay? The month of May, so it could be tied to a Taurus. But we have May and we have the number 5 here. The May is the 5th month as well. So that's significant to someone. I'm hearing the name May as well, like the name May. So like a middle, like my great grandmother is Lula May, so May, middle name May, or May as a name in general, right? Or so, oh my gosh, I know this lady. She looks like the actress who played May in the Secret Life of Bees. Anyway, so that's that. Okay. Anything else here? Let's see. What else? What inner workings do you want them to know about this story? Anything else? The number 22. Okay. Libra. Okay, so first thing I'm picking up on is that first off, things are coming to balance. Okay, first off, things are coming to balance between now and the 22nd of the month, or the 4th. So the 4th of next month. I do feel like there is something here that's going to manifest for you, and it's going to be big. Again, like I said, you're going to hit the ground running. You're going to hit feet first on the ground. Okay, this is not something it's going to require work after you get it, but it's not something that you have to work to get. Okay, because it's yours. It's just being returned to you. Okay, Libra and the number 22. Balance coming up. Divine justice is getting ready to take place. And there's a 222. So 2 and then 22. So 222. Harmonious resolution to this situation is coming. Harmony is going to fill your life. Okay, so whatever that means for the people who come up against you, oh well. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Cinderella story. Yes, with help. Okay, so yeah, so you will succeed. You will find success in the story. You will get your inheritance. You will have the notoriety that was meant to you. Your destiny will be fulfilled. Okay, but there will be help. Okay, there will be help. And I just keep going back to Cinderella's familiars. Okay, Cinderella familiars. The neighbors can hear you. Okay. The neighbors can hear you. There are people in proximity to you who are trying to stay abreast of what you're doing, but I feel like you're confusing them and they can't keep up, okay? But they are listening. I'm also hearing too for this, the veil is very thin, so if you're trying to connect with spirit guides to get direction right now, then that's benefit. Then cool. Yep, see the veil, the unknown card popped up, and let's see, knitting and crochet. Also, spider webs are coming up. Spider webs. So if you have been under some type of illusion of distractions, rerouting, being lost, not in entanglements and things like that, then that's getting ready to lift. It will do some type of spider weave. Okay, and so on the bottom here, I see new life. We're gonna close it with that. There is close this part with that. There is a new life that you're stepping into. Feet first, feet down on the ground. You're stepping into it. Okay. I want to ask who is showing up as the stepmother and evil stepsisters in this situation. Who is showing up in that way? We have a group of friends, so it could be up to 3 friends here. They have chanted and placed incantations over your life, and they've also done some type of elixirs. Oh no, these people could affect you in a dream state with the water therapy card here. These person could also be trying to stay attached to your aura, okay? So again, they can hear your prayers, they can hear your affirmations, and they can try to reverse them is what I'm hearing. So then you have coworker and boss, and then again, the elixirs card came out. So there is something to hear about things that you're drinking, things that you're like taking showers, even just like the water element. So your emotions, your intuition under attack by these people, okay? They don't want you to speak out about what you're saying, so you could be some type of prophet or magician and just be awakening to it, okay? Yeah, see, the ancestor support is here. So whoever, not only just whoever left you the inheritance, or whoever hoped that they were setting you up for a good life. Yeah, okay, so no, it's not just that person. There's a whole group of ancestors that are helping you, okay, to awaken to the truth of your divinity, to awaken to the truth of what was left for you, okay, because people have worked really hard to keep you in the dark about this thing whatever this is that's supposed to be yours. People have worked really hard to keep you in the dark about it, okay? Cinderella. Okay, so there is something too about work. There is about your product, about your presence in the world, because you are about to take your rightful place. Okay, that's what I'm doing. You're about to take your rightful place. Okay, your rightful place. Oh my gosh, I just said that's a Lion King reference. So this is definitely family and friends. There's a Lion King reference because I just heard Nala say, take your rightful place as king. Okay, remember that part where she's talking to him and he was like, no, no, no. And she was like, you need to come back to Pride Rock to take your rightful place as king. That's what your ancestors are saying. Come back to Pride Rock. Take your rightful place, okay? Come back to Pride Rock. Take your rightful place, all right? Let's close this Cinderella with an oracle card, okay? Let's let it speak to us. Let's let it speak to us. Cinderella. Okay, so I'm hearing that chant that we used to do as kids. Cinderella, dressed in yellow, went outside to kiss a fella, made a mistake and kissed a snake. How many something did it take? Okay, so that's it. Cinderella, you went outside. Okay, there was an agenda to match you with someone who was not the intended prince for you. There was not the intended partner for you. There was not the one that was part of your destiny, but he was sent in to look like it. So this sounds like a karmic energy. Yeah, it sounds like a karmic energy. I think I'm talking to a feminine energy, so I'm going to continue to say that if this is a masculine, that it's a prince, okay? So this prince was not the one. He was just made in the image. He was made to portray an image of this person that you are destined to be with. Okay, so if you want to know who your twin flame, soulmate, your divine partner, your kingdom spouse, if you don't want to know and know for sure who it is, look at some of the characteristics that person who came into your heart and betrayed you, that snake, remember, made a mistake and kissed the snake. Okay, so it said whoever that person was, you want to look back at those characteristics that person tried to emulate. This is going to direct you to the person who is your person, because whatever that person was trying to emulate was true of the person you're meant to be with. Okay, now, I'm also going to point out, because I have this feeling that it's not just for somebody, it's going to be a person, but for someone it's going to be a situation, a job, okay? So whatever that situation or job was that presented itself to you, you went into it because you're like, yes, my destiny, this is it. And then it turned out to be a mistake, or it turned out to not be a good fit for you. Look at the details of what you were doing, okay? Look at what you were doing, because that's what you're destined to do. That's what you're destined to do. Whatever that situation was supposed to put salt in your mouth. It was supposed to sour you, so that you wouldn't feel like that was a good fit for you. So that you would feel like, okay, I'm seeing someone felt like they were unqualified for the job and gave it up because of whatever you were going through at the time. Whatever you were going through, say you're a financial advisor and then you was going through financial hardship yourself. You would have said, you know what, I can't be advising people of this because I'm not even right. Then you would have walked away from it thinking you weren't qualified. It was supposed to sour you towards that path. But the reality is that you were in financial trouble so that you would learn how to do this, how to overcome this. You would learn this loophole. You would learn this strategy, this rule and regulation. You would learn all these different things so that you would be the best financial advisor. The best financial advisor. Okay, so look at whatever you were doing. You threw it away or you stepped away from it because you were soured. It was intentionally soured, not by you, but by the energies to be, by these principalities that didn't want you to step into your destiny. Okay, now I can tell you about this oracle card that came out, the Rainbow Prince. All right, compensation and perseverance. I feel like I read the oracle card without telling y'all what the oracle card was, so I'm not going to get into it. The message that we previously just said is what this card is telling us. That there is a masculine, a job or opportunity, a home, a path. That is your destined path. Okay? It is your destined path. But you had to see kind of both sides of it, I guess. Whatever this journey was. Okay, I'm also hearing too, Cinderella, that whatever those hardships were that spirits, people, principalities try to place upon you, it further prepared you for the position. Think about what kind of queen Cinderella ended up being because of what she had endured. Think about where her attention went to. Do you think she considered the poor? I'm sure. She considered the oppressed, I'm sure. Because all of those things took place and they all were placed upon her head. So what happened was the place that they put her in empowered her to assist the very people that she brushed shoulders with in that position. All right, Jesus, that's a word. Jesus came to mind. He said, I'm amongst thee. Those who need me, I'm amongst them. And I'm going to learn their needs. And then I'm going to ascend to a position to which I can assist you. I'm going to come down here and allow God to show me your struggle, your strife. Right? So that when I arise and that when I ascend and God places me up on whatever throne it is that he has set for me, it is already in my heart. Your struggle is already in my heart. It is already a cause that I'm attached to, that I am associated with. Therefore, I can serve that purpose. I can serve and feed that cause. Okay. All right, Cinderella, you're going to be a more powerful queen, a more compassionate queen. You're going to be a more financially responsible queen. You're going to be an entrepreneurial queen. You're going to be all of these things that people try to take from you and try to how they try to keep you under their thumb, whatever that way. If they try to keep money from you, then you're going to have an abundance of it and you're going to know what to do with it. Okay? All right, Cinderella. Compensation. You're going to be compensated for the struggles that you've been through, okay? And on the reverse, those people who try to put you through the struggle, they're going to be compensated too. They might not like what they get, but they're going to be compensated, right? Rainbow Prince. All right. So that's all I have for this message. Thank you, Spirit, for delivering it to us. Thank you for letting us join in this message. Thank you for those words of affirmation. Okay, thank you for those words of affirmation upon our lives. Thank you for letting us know we do have a seat that is set for us and that we are about to be placed into it. Thank you. Peace.